What's up, everybody? This is Joe from Sport Resistance. Gonna do my video for the day. This is day 2 of the challenge. I had an opportunity to trade today. Obviously, looking back, maybe I shouldn't have, but I'm not disappointed at all in any of my trades. A little too excited in one, but we're gonna cover them today. If you haven't noticed from the thumbnail, we are red today in the small account challenge. This is taking me a little bit. It's gonna take me a little bit to kind of get used to this small account, so I may extend this challenge just a little bit longer, just because there's a little bit of obstacles for me to overcome in terms of dealing with only a minimal amount and not being able to use the leverage that I'm setting to myself. But it's good because it's allowing me to really focus on my actual trade. So let's go over them today. If you didn't know, we are red today, 29 bucks. Took 3 different trades, Microsoft, Facebook, and the SPY. Go up to my orders here, and we'll start from the beginning and go in the other direction. So the first thing we took was the SPY this morning. Now this was my least favorite trade. I was just ever so slightly early on this trade. So this happened at 9:55 to 9:56. All right, so let's click on the SPY over here. I'm not normally a person that trades the ETFs, but I was watching the SPY, and that was right in here. Okay, so we're gonna zoom in. So I was trying to buy a put in the SPY, being that the market's so red. I thought we were going to reverse and we were going to tap this and collapse. And here is 55. Now this candle is a pushing candle, and the problem was, like I said, I usually try to wait for a full candle to form before it happened. And again, this candle does not show the entire move. This thing was hanging around below VWAP for a while. Okay, it was below VWAP. I was like, all right, I'm just going to get in a little bit early below VWAP. And we're gonna tank down and continue down. This was the failing move with the 2 wicks on top. We weren't holding above VWAP, and as soon as I bought in, the thing just pushed right through, and I sold on the next candle. So I was a little early. Should have waited for the full candle to form here and stay below and then enter. I was just a little bit excited, and took a loss there. So 1 candle too early on the move. Should have fully waited for my perfect confirmation. If I would have done that, I would have never got in on this trade, and I would have saved myself the loss. Okay, so that was trade number 1, loss of 24 bucks on the 2 SPY contracts, since I always took 2. Now my dumbass only went to 1 on Microsoft, and I think I clicked the button early because I was looking at something else. I was going to enter Apple. I believe I was watching Apple and something else, and I was going to only do 1 contract because they're too expensive. And then when I went back to Microsoft, I never switched it to 2 contracts, so I took 1 here. So I had 10.10 and got it at 10.15. So we'll pull up the Microsoft trade, 10.10 and 10.15. So let's zoom out. Let's look at what I was looking at. It was this breakout. So again, wish I had 2 contracts, but obviously, we always wish. So here we go. Here is 10.11. Here's the 10.10 candle. I was looking to get in here. I bought in here. We held support. I did hold through this because we never put the close below. This candle probably would have been the better entry, but this candle was the first green candle. So that's right. We spiked up through, came back, failed. All right. Yes, we put this candle in below. We were weak. We came up. We put in a retest, and this would be the candle, the 10.11 candle to go long, and I sold at 10.15. So I sold in this candle for a whopping $10. Yes, I would have wished we were going. However, when we were breaking out, okay, this is what you got to realize. As we were breaking out in here, the market was just so up and down and not deciding, and I just felt like we couldn't have a clear direction. And I thought we were coming into this resistance, and I always try to take my first one off at first resistance. So I took it off in here. I wish I had 2 because I would have just let the other one ride, and it would have been a little bit better. But I only had 1, and yeah, we locked in profit, a whopping $10. The move was good, but it's still me getting used to dealing with only 2, and I had 1 set up here, and it was my mistake, that I will admit to on this short, smaller size challenge that I'm dealing with. So happy with that actual trade. Wish I had more size. I did take my first one off, and I wish I had a second to ride up, for the whole dollar. The whole dollar move here. We could have kept going and going, because if you see, we just ran. So wish I held, but hindsight. Facebook was the other one. This was me just sticking by my rules, so I'm happy with this loss here. So I'm going to zoom in on this, and then I'll pull up the actual thing. So where we go. So Facebook. Sorry, I was looking at my other stuff. Facebook. So 1027 out at 1035. I got stopped out. So you see how it's. Where does it say that? I just missed. Sell, open, stop. So I got stopped out. Now I got in at 1027 and out at 35. So 1027. We'll pull up the chart for 1027. So I think I have pretty much zoomed in here. So market very indecisive. Now Facebook was red today while the market was kind of going up. So in the morning, Facebook fell off a cliff, right? And then the market was heading up at this point. So the market was heading up, the market was heading up, the market was heading up. And I was waiting for Facebook to kind of come over the VWAP, find its support, and then run in the market to kind of go with it at this point. So this was my thought. Since we broke through VWAP, I was thinking we were going to hold, continue with the market uptrend, and then we were just going to, tap here, and then boom, going to just go, right? So I was pretty patient here. 1027 is when I got in. So 1027 right here. Okay, this candle I got in. So he came up through, came back down, retested. I didn't enter here. I was waiting. I was just 1 minute late, and I got in here. Okay. Now when I enter on a VWAP crossover trade, I want momentum to come in, and I want to see us break out. Okay, break out or bail out. I feel like that strategy. And I want to see volume come in on the breakout, right? I want to see people buying in, and I want to see this time of sales starting to really pick up. I want to see people loading up here, and I want to see people loading up on the time of sales of the contracts. So I got in here, and I was waiting for this to break out. Okay, we hit this. You see my resistance line that I drew in. We hit this, fell down. I was like, all right, VWAP test. Got to hold the VWAP. Can't close below VWAP. We came back down, put up a sucking candle. I was like, all right, we're going to break out. Here's volume on this candle. Right, the next candle, the volume dies, we come red, and I got stopped out in this candle when we closed below. Now, obviously, the next candle we know we came down, got bought up, and we took off, but I would never, this is not okay for me to hold through this candle because we were just weak. We tried to break out. I mean, if you come back down, we do this retest. We tried to break out once, tried to break out twice, and could not break out. Volume died, and then when I got stopped out, and probably a lot of people got stopped out in here because this is what happened. Everyone bought this all up. They probably had their orders set here at this 180, and they bought it, and then they drove it up, and really a pretty crappy breakout. Okay, this is not momentum boom breakout. Like this is not a breakout of Facebook. Like we went from 60 to 50 cent move. Okay, that's not the breakout that I was hoping for. I was hoping this thing would run, and it just didn't run. So I got stopped out in this candle. I'm completely okay with that. Because clearly this could have just tapped here, closed below. Next candle could have came in, and we could have just sold off through VWAP. So not disappointed in that trade. The only trade I'm really disappointed in is the SPY trade of the day. Like I said, I was just a little bit early, and if I would have never got in that trade, I'd be pretty much borderline flat today on these two, $5 on this choppy morning. And everybody in the chat was talking how choppy it was. We weren't getting follow through. The market was just bouncing around up through VWAP on most stuff. I mean, look at Apple this morning. Down, up, down, up, down. I mean, like no direction. They pick a direction, and it just wasn't picking a direction. It was just blowing through VWAP, testing it, spiking, blowing back through. Like it just wasn't picking a direction that was happy with me. I was watching Roku. I missed this one, and I wasn't chasing Roku this morning. Would have been a nice little quick trade this morning on this failure right here. Boom, boom. We sold off. Even in this one candle from here to here, would have been almost a full dollar on the contract. So it would have been like 40 or 50 bucks. But I missed that. And again, look, it's choppy. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And yeah, we're kind of building in higher lows, but we're also putting in lower highs. We're kind of building this triangle pattern before we actually broke out of the triangle. Boom, this is where we broke out of the triangle. So choppy day. I'm okay with this red day, $29, big deal. Trying to get used to trading these smaller size and not being able to use leverage. Trying to get used to only putting in 1 or 2 up here instead of just leaving it at 3 like I always do, and having to deal with that. It's just a little bit of a new element I got to get used to. So 2 trades I was happy with. Again, Facebook got stopped out, still happy with that. And 1 I was unhappy with. So this is the video for the day. I'm going to put another video quickly today and post that That's about options and setting up my brokerage and how I did all that for you guys. But this is the video on the challenge. We'll continue this. Don't worry. $29 red ain't gonna hurt me. And tomorrow we'll be back here. Hopefully another green day. Let's see how the market is going to handle and close today with the Dow. I believe the Dow is above 300 on the day. So we will see how the day goes. And I will see you all tomorrow for the challenge. If not, I will see you in a later video that I'm going to put together. So thanks, everybody.